The 16th Amendment, ratified in 1913. During the William Howard Taft administration, the 16th Amendment was made part of the United States Constitution. It allows the government to levy a tax on personal income. More about that in a moment. First, some background. Taft, Teddy Roosevelt's successor in the White House, was an intelligent but cautious man. Taft firmly believed in the constitutional limits on the powers of the presidency. He had an almost religious commitment to the rule of law. In fact, following his term in office, he went on to become the Chief Justice of the U.S. Supreme Court.
As a student of the Constitution, it's interesting to watch Taft as Chief Justice because as President of the United States, he believed in a limited executive power. And he goes on the bench as Chief Justice of the United States and makes a number of rulings that are very enlightening about executive power, and certainly speaks with some authority since he's the only person ever to have served as both the Chief Executive Officer and the Chief Judicial Officer of the United States government.
During Taft's administration, many new reforms came about. At his urging, Congress passed the Mann-Elkins Act in 1910. It extended the powers of the Interstate Commerce Commission. Interstate commerce was originally thought of as ships and trains that carry goods from state to state. But when the telephone and telegraph were invented, it became clear that these also had the capability of carrying things from state to state.
Taft, through a series of decisions, equates the telegraph with the Pony Express, with the mail, that it's technology, but the logic of it was as before, and it was a sense of commercial transaction, just as if someone had delivered mail to you. So Taft technologically sees all these new inventions as commerce as well.
President Taft also signed into law the Payne-Aldrich Tariff, which raised tariffs on imports, protecting American industries. But the most significant document of destiny to emerge from the Taft years was the 16th Amendment. The 16th Amendment is very brief and simple. It states, "The Congress shall have power to lay and collect taxes on incomes from whatever source derived, without apportionment among the several states, and without regard to any census or enumeration." Most people dread April 15th and paying their taxes, but the revenue of our country depends on it. The 16th Amendment was ratified by the states in 1913, after William Howard Taft had turned over the reins of government to Woodrow Wilson.